Why choose Stash? Stash gives you access to the latest property data and insights, coupled with the latest AI-powered technology to find investment properties faster. This is what Stash can help you achieve. Every one of these examples have been purchased by investors over the previous few months. We don't stop there. With Stash, we can also help you find and connect with off-market property owners. We make it easy to find subdividable properties, whether that be quick and easy splitter blocks to larger sites zoned for development. Stash will not only help you identify property just like this, but we make it easy for you to connect with homeowners via our integrated mailhouse. You can identify your list of target properties and choose from a wide variety of proven templated letters to connect with homeowners in just a few clicks. So how does Stash work? Currently, to find investment properties, you start with a list of suburbs that you think might be ripe for property investment. Or if you don't have the time, you might want to engage a buyer's agent to do the searching for you. Alternatively, with Stash, you can join the thousands of investors who Stash has helped take the leap into the world of property investment. We crunch thousands of data points every night to find only the best investment properties on and off the market. Let's take a deeper look at some example investment properties purchased by investors over the last few months. This property in Rockhampton is experiencing solid growth post-COVID, with vacancy rates and rental yields a strong driver. Houses in most of Rockhampton are experiencing over 8% yields, which makes it a good target for positive cash flow investors. That said, it's important you do your due diligence, as every property is different. Here we are looking at comparable sales to see what properties have sold for recently. One of the benefits of Stash is integrated flood, bushfire, heritage, and biodiversity maps. Here we can see which recent sales are possibly impacted by flood. Here we need to fully understand what like-for-like properties are renting for nearby. Here we can see a good mix of rental prices, which makes this property a potentially good investment if yield is our goal. Moving on to capital growth properties. Here we have a property in Dudley Park, south of Perth, bought for $630,000 in June of 2022. The owner of this property decided a quick flip was in order, selling in June 2023, making it 23% gain on their initial investment. So how do we help you find properties in high-growth suburbs? In Stash, you can search for specific suburbs that match your strategy. Here we are searching for suburbs in WA that have had more than 15% growth, strong sales volume of over 100 in the last 12 months, and suburbs with a population of over 5,000 and good mix of owner-occupiers. This nets us 23 suburbs. We can then go on explore on and off-market opportunities further. Let's take a look at discounted properties. With Stash, you can search for all discounted properties on the market. Here we have found a house in Inner Brisbane, sold in 2023 for $530,000 after being reduced by over 40%. Here's how it works. We crunch the data on new listings every night to bring the most discounted properties to the surface, whether that be mortgagee sales, public trustee, or properties that have been sitting on the market for some time. Alternatively, you can just search for the cheapest properties in every suburb, anywhere in the country. With Stash, you won't miss a bargain again. Check out this renovator in Rockingham, Western Australia. This was purchased on market for $330,000 and quickly renovated in less than 4 months. It was sold in less than 2 weeks for $561,000. When looking for renovators, we are looking for suburbs with a good spread of property transactions. As an investor, you want to ensure there is a current market for the property you will end up after the renovation. On this map, we can see properties in the 300s all the way to the 700s, and many of them just around the corner. With Stash, we color code all the comparable sales from the low price point to the high price point. Check out the before and after. Street appeal matters. Fresh lawn and a thinning out of vegetation and a lick of paint is all it needs. Inside, we have new flooring, new lighting, fresh paint, and a brand new flat-pack kitchen. Renovations don't have to break the bank, and a lot of the heavy lifting can be done with minimal experience. And lastly, subdivision and splitter blocks. Check out this one found in Holland Park in Brisbane. Purchased recently for just over $1.4 million. Before purchasing for subdivision, It's important to know what you can and can't do with the property. Subdivision will depend on the relevant property zoning and require development approval in most cases. A splitter block, on the other hand, is ready to go. With splitter blocks, it may be possible to move the existing dwelling to one side and develop the other lot, or remove the existing dwelling to build new properties. In any development, it's important to understand the market for your proposed development, whether that is simply subdivided and selling as vacant lots or building new dwellings. With Stash, you can create your own feasibility reports, so you will have all the facts at hand. And here is how we make it easy to search for splitter blocks, dual access, corner blocks, and post-war properties all over Australia. Let's do a quick recap of what you will unlock with a Stash subscription. Number 1. Stash lets you combine thousands of data points to isolate suburbs that match your investment strategy. Number 2. Stash's AI powered on market search lets you search the whole country at once, combined with specific investor data points. Number 3. Finding development has never been easier. Whether it's searching for splitter blocks or investigating development potential on any property in the country, Stash has you covered. Number 4. Our mapping is one of the best in this space. We work with hundreds of spatial datasets and integration partners to bring you one of the most comprehensive and up-to-date mapping applications purely for investors. Number 5. We have heat maps on suburb median and growth, so you can visually search for high-growth areas as well as rental yield for targeting positive cash flow suburbs. Not to mention where the best state schools are located, suburbs with the most renovation potential, and heaps more. Number 6. We've got one of the most comprehensive property datasets from property zoning, planning overlays to flood and fire risk. We also integrate with some of the market-leading property data providers out there. Number 7. With Rental Insights, we let you know which is the best way to rent your property and with which property manager. Whether it's understanding short-term rental yield from places like Airbnb to showing you supply and demand for people looking to rent a single room. We also give you all the stats on long-term rental yield. Number 8. We have the most recent nearby sales and rental market activity, sliced and diced to show the insights specific to investors. Number 9. You can keep track of your investment pipeline to ensure you never miss an opportunity. Add every property you are considering to your pipeline so you can go from research to due diligence without missing a beat. And lastly, number 10. Once you have off-market properties in your pipeline and completed your due diligence, you can then send letters automatically directly to the homeowner. This is a great way to secure off-market opportunities before anyone else. Ready to take the leap? Stash is built for investors by investors. Our goal is to combine all the property datasets into a simple search platform that makes taking your first steps into property investment or development easier than ever before. Try it free today.